So, video 4 of the day, folks. I'm getting them banged out today while I've got an afternoon at home. So, we're on this, guys. So, the last 2 that I've just recorded, which you will have seen over the last 2 weeks, where last week you would have seen my favourite 10 actors, the week before you would have seen my favourite 10 sci-fi movies, and today you're going to see my favourite 10 actresses. So, let's get into it, guys. So, few honourable mentions. So, I've got one honourable mention at the bottom here. I found favourite actors so much easier to do than favourite actresses because I feel actors get much more meaty roles than actresses, much deeper roles. And I feel like actors' careers tend to be much longer than most actresses' careers. As I was doing my list, I got to the bottom and discovered that I left out Whoopi Goldberg, and I was really disgusted with myself. So she is my honourable mention. In Ghost, it's the first time I think I don't know if I saw Jumpin' Jack Flash first or Ghost first. I can't remember. But Oda Mae Brown, that she played in Ghost, oh, I loved her so much. She was my favourite character in that movie. So Whoopi Goldberg wanted to make sure she was in there somewhere. So, top 10 actresses. At number 10 comes in Juliette Lewis, who everyone knows is also like a rock singer. I've seen her perform multiple times. But since I was a really young child, I always felt drawn to Juliette Lewis. I don't know why. Anytime I saw her, I love her drawl. I love her voice. Just anytime I saw her in any movie, I just felt drawn to her. And I always loved her and I always liked to see her. Never really understood why. You know, as a child, just obsessed with Juliette Lewis. And I just really enjoy her. She's just such a fresh, bolshy, confident, wonderful woman. I just love her. So she's in at my number 10. My number 9 is a British actress called Olivia Colman, who did win an Oscar. So hopefully everyone in the US will know who Olivia Colman is. When you speak to some people, they're like, who? She started off in a comedy show in the UK. She's went on to bigger and more massive things. She's got the cheekiest grin. She's got the most honest face. She always turns in a really convincing performance. I'm thinking of the most recent movie that I watched, and I've completely forgotten the name of it. It's the one with the cinema on the south coast of England, and she works in there. She's at a certain time in her life, and it shows her going through a certain period of time, set in the 80s, I believe. I will put what the movie's called at the bottom. Her performance in this is just first rate. It's wonderful. Fantastic actress. Really, really happy that she's received I'm really, really happy she's received the appreciation she deserves. Quite often actresses like her get overlooked, but yeah, I love Olivia Colman. So my number 8 is Kate Winslet. Again, fucking troll. Sorry, I just got distracted. My neighbour has just walked across. Oh, I'll not even talk to you about my neighbour. The woman's a psycho. She's a bloody stalker. And she might be moving out soon. So, Kate Winslet, obviously she's been in a lot of movies, but there was a TV series that she was in. I think it's called Mare of Easttown, where I thought she was incredible. I really was very impressed by her in that. First movie I saw with Kate Winslet was Beautiful Creatures, which is a true story, quite a creepy true story. Fantastic, absolutely love that movie. Kate Winslet is just somebody that really can just turn in a fantastic performance. Everyone will remember Titanic, which is when she exploded, I suppose. Beautiful, beautiful woman. I was obsessed with red curly hair after I saw that movie. So much so I went and got red curly hair, me with jet black hair. So yeah, Kate Winslet, absolutely love. So have I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I've got 11 people on that. Right, okay, it's my top 11, guys. I do apologise. So on from Kate Winslet, we have another English British actress, Emma Thompson. I fell in love with Emma Thompson when I watched Love Actually. I do like the movie. I'm not saying it's one of my favourites, but her performance in that movie as the wife, oh my god, if you haven't seen it, spoilers for this one little section. So Emma Thompson plays the wife in this long-term marriage, and her husband's not very romantic. She's feeling really underappreciated. She loves the singer Joni Mitchell, and she finds a box in her husband's pocket with a beautiful piece of jewellery in, and she thinks it's coming up to Christmas. The movie set at Christmas, and she thinks this piece of jewellery is for her, and it's the first romantic thing her husband has done for her in years, and she's not saying anything, but the acting's all over her face, and she's so touched by this and so excited, and she sneaks it back into his pocket. And on Christmas Day, he hands her a parcel, which is exactly the same shape as the box that she took out of his pocket, but it's a Joni Mitchell CD. So her husband has bought her a CD for Christmas, and she was expecting this piece of jewellery, and in that moment, sitting there in the living room, surrounded by her children opening their presents on Christmas Day, she has discovered in that moment that her husband's having an affair. And it's heartbreaking, and as a mother, she obviously has to put the brave face on. She can't say anything, and her heart is breaking inside, and her performance in that scene just far and away outdoes every single person in Love Actually for me. So Emma Thompson, fantastic actress. Octavia Spencer, absolutely love Octavia Spencer. I was really disappointed with the horror movie that she was in. Is it called Her? I can't remember. Ma. It's called Ma. I'm really disappointed with that. I thought this is going to be great. It's got Octavia Spencer. It's horror. I'm going to love it. Really disappointed, but that wasn't down to her. In The Help, Octavia Spencer is sublime. She's such a likeable actress. She's such a grounded actress. I just really like her, and I just feel gravitated towards her when I see her. She's just such an all-round likeable kind of person character in whatever she plays. So yeah, Octavia Spencer. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Now number 6 is Drew Barrymore. Okay, she doesn't do the kind of movies that I tend to watch. People will know I'm not a fan of the romantic comedy, but I do feel that if I watch a romantic comedy, that Drew Barrymore's the girl I want to watch in it. I find her adorable. I love her smile. Every time Drew Barrymore's in a movie, you fall in love with the character. You can't help yourself. The Wedding Singer, that's my idea of a perfect romantic comedy. Like I say, I'm not a fan, but that movie I love. Never Been Kissed I enjoy. Ever After, I adore that movie. It's like a modern tech Ever After, adore it. Absolutely adore it. It's like an alternative take on the movie Cinderella. If you haven't seen Ever After, please watch it. It's incredible. So I love Drew Barrymore. I just think she's such a likeable, adorable, beautiful woman, and I love to watch. She's just perfect for those kind of movies and those kind of romantic movies. So yeah, Drew Barrymore, number 6. My number 5 is another British actress, is Judi Dench. I love this woman. She is close friends with Billy Connolly. That gives her a tick in anybody's book. She is so irreverent. She is so down to earth. Okay, she's a lady. She's a real proper well-spoken lady, but she's got no airs and graces. She's really down to earth. Her acting, like listography, what is it called? Your filmography, Jesus Christ. Her filmography is so impressive. She has done everything. She never turns in a bad performance. She's highly respected in her industry. And I just love the woman's personality. I love that someone so successful and wealthy and all of those things is just such a down-to-earth, funny individual, and she is, and I love her for it. So Judi Dench is my number 5. My number 4 I alluded to when I did my top 10 actors, and it's Helen Hunt. I fell in love with Helen Hunt when I saw the movie As Good As It Gets with Jack Nicholson. I love her character in that. She's such a vulnerable character. She's such a beautiful character. She's got such a lot of depth. She's just such a nice, gentle person in this movie. And from watching obviously that movie, then I went and watched a lot more movies with Helen Hunt in. I just love her. I feel she's got such a genuine nature, and she always turns in such an empathetic performance. I feel she's hideously underutilized in movies. I feel she should have been given more meaty roles. She's really got the talent for it. I just would love to see more of her. I think she's fantastic. So we're in the top 3, guys, and my number 3 is Viola Davis. I first became aware of Viola Davis when I watched How to Get Away with Murder. I love that series. I talk about really strong female characters, and she's such a strong female character in that, but she goes from the lowest to the highest to the lowest in this series. And then obviously from that I went on to watch other movies with her. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom that she did a few years ago, which she was just incredible in, really, really good in. I just feel she's got a real commanding presence on screen. She's such a strong person. You just can't take your eyes off her when she's there in front of you on your screen. So Viola Davis is my number 3. Number 2 and number 1, as with my actors, funny enough, my number 1 and 2 actresses haven't changed in many years. So my number 1 and 2 actors, if you didn't watch it, were Anthony Hopkins and Jack Nicholson. My number 1 and 2 actresses, and I struggle to put these in order, so I won't, are Jodie Foster and Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates, obviously I saw Misery and I was transfixed, and it's probably my most watched movie, Misery. I adore it. It's perfect. I adore it. And I went on to watch a lot of other stuff that Kathy Bates was in. Again, she's got such a talent. She deserves more roles. She was in American Horror Story. She's just in immense movies. She's also in Amy Foster, Swept from the Sea, which is my favourite romantic movie. I've spoken about it before. Just, you're in safe hands with Kathy Bates. She does no wrong. She's such an honest actress. Dolores Claiborne's another one that's excellent. Kathy Bates is just a star to me. Absolutely fantastic. So she's my number 1/2. And the other one is Jodie Foster. The same as with Anthony Hopkins, I first became aware of her when I saw Silence of the Lambs. Wonderful movie. I loved Anthony Hopkins from that point, and I loved Jodie Foster from that point. She's got such a vulnerability about her. She's such a beautiful actress. Her voice, that drawl, is just wonderful. Such a heavy role for someone so young when she did Silence of the Lambs, but then you look back, obviously Taxi Driver, which I didn't see until last year, and she's incredible in it. And there was a movie that Shannon and Kelly, sisters from Texas, they have their own channels, Rusting Willpower and Kelly Kinney. They were talking about a movie that she was in when she was a kid about orphans. I'll try and look it up and put it below. They did a family movie night where they were talking about this role with Jodie Foster, and then I remembered that I'd seen that when I was a kid and absolutely loved it and loved Jodie Foster in it. So really the first time she came to a conscious mind for me was Silence of the Lambs, but I had seen her in that movie many, many years ago. And obviously she's gone on to star in some incredible movies. Unfortunately now she doesn't do so much in front of the screen. She's concentrating behind the scenes. I would love her to come back and do some more. I love her as an actress. I think she's wonderful. So that is the top 10 actresses, folks, with a few thrown in there for good measure. So I will shut my face. I'm surprised I still have a voice after 4 videos filming back to front. I will shut my face now. That's 4 videos filmed for the day. That'll do me for the next couple of weeks. I will pick my next list here for you now. Since the last 2 I picked, I didn't give you a choice really. So my next list is going to be, list your favourite films from the 90s. So that's the little prompt. What does it say? A, always, B, closing. Attention, interest, decision, inaction. So apparently that's Glengarry Glen Ross screenplay, but I have no idea what that is. So my favourite movies from the 90s, that should be easy enough. So that will be the next list, guys. Thank you so much for your attention and for watching thus far. Apologies, I've looked exactly the same for the last 3 videos, wearing the same stuff. Bad hair day in all 3, but we recorded them all back to back, guys. Hopefully I haven't been talking too fast for you to understand. And thank you for watching, guys. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Over and out from Lisa Lives.